What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, in this one, I want to talk about XRP and the article that I have pulled up. Because while there are so many predictions that are out there, some that are more believable than others, experts that are coming out here with maybe some predictions that might not be as fully believable. You have predictions ranging from $1 to $5 to $10 to 20 to 50 to 100 to 500, 1,000, 10,000, 13,000, 20,000, 30,000. I've seen so many predictions, and a lot of it when you start to get to the higher end and understand what XRP will be used for and all of that, you don't really factor in the market cap, and you kind of have to remove it from kind of being that major part of the crypto market, right? It's kind of like its own thing over here in its own sector, its own use case, its own reason for holding it, right? And it's kind of difficult because when you deal with that, you're like, this is worth $100 trillion, $200 trillion, $250 billion. That's insane, right? We have no market to where that will truly be the value there. But when you have so much use and you have a different way of looking at it, sorry, my nose is itching. You have a different way of looking at it to where you cannot print anymore or add anymore. It's completely different. So with that being said, we have a prediction here that gives a fair market value for XRP, and I know I ruined it in the title, of $13,386. So we have to go through this article here today and go through XRP and show you where that is. If you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter or follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. Now, also, don't forget about my link for Margex. If you guys are interested in trading on Margex, feel free to check out that link down below where you can trade up to a 100x leverage. Now, I don't recommend that, but you could do it if you truly wanted to. And also, one more thing, if you want to check out the link down there, it'll be the second link in the description for Trade Assist, where it's a great tool for day traders, for swing traders, for people that are dollar cost averaging in, for long-term investors. It's something where it's as simple as getting a sell zone, getting a buy zone, getting bearish momentum, getting bullish momentum. And it's something that will help you out for the future. You can go over here to Trade Assist, use that link, and you can, start your journey today. You can do monthly, quarterly, or yearly, and they're also going to offer other indicators as time goes on. So you're kind of getting that early access, especially with the premium version, to where you're kind of leveling up and you can add more indicators to your trading strategy. Let me know if you get any benefits out of it, if you were able to find different buy zones and different sell zones and have been able to profit from it. Now, again, we have a lot going on with XRP right now. We have the thought process around the SEC or the SEC versus Ripple. What Ripple's plan is for XRP, especially involving the stable coin and other things. You also have whether they're going to be free of all this litigation to create the partnerships and how it's going to be used and all of that there. But for investors, we care about the side of it to where we can make as much money as possible. So many people are asking me, like, what is the highest price you believe this is going to get to? What's the prices that you believe you're going to make your first sell at? And while I do give reasonable prices, I also hold for some of those larger prices, some of the unbelievable levels that we can get to. Because honestly, right, I have 100,000 XRP. If this does find a way to get to $1,000 or even $100 per coin, we're talking about a lot of money, right? $10 would get me to $1 million, right? $100 would get me to $10 million. So if I'm not making moves from this 50,000 I invested into in order to get me the hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, then I'm not a real investor, right? Yes, I do plan on holding a lot for the longer term, but not 100,000. I'm going to tell you that 100%. So let's look at where XRP is currently. It's at a 59-cent price. It's up 3% today at a $33 billion market cap with $1 billion worth of volume. We're also, again, seeing that little bit of an increase in the overall supply at 56.39% instead of 56.33%. And over this last 7 days, it's grown by 11%. So we've seen some consistent movement here for XRP. I'm really excited about that. But as we get into a prediction, if I'm talking about what I believe as some of these higher prices, yes, I don't know what's going to happen on the higher end. But I can tell you I have certain things for a $10 price point or $5 price point, for a $10 price point, for a $20 price point, for a $100 price point, for a $200, $500, $1,000 price point. And then if we do see those levels, I also have some left over for that, well over 10,000 coins left over for that. But this is the article I wanted to address. 99-year golden eagle model puts XRP fair market value at $13,386. XRP has lagged relative to the broader crypto market since the drop from $30.31 all-time high to January 2018. However, some market watchers attribute this underperformance to the SEC lawsuit, which ran from December 2020 to August of this year, which kind of is still going on. Other price suppression theories have also emerged. Consequently, industry commenters or commentators believe the XRP or current XRP market price is far below its fair market value. As a result, last year, Valhill Capital execs pulled multiple valuation models to determine this fair market value. 99-year golden eagle model, a model developed by a business professional from India known as 99-year golden eagle model. Hopefully I can get back into that. Known as the 99-year golden eagle model. Projects projects XRP's fair market value at an astonishing $13,386. This model approaches a evaluation of XRP with a century-long perspective, which honestly would just be amazing to see. And it includes all these assumptions, which we're going to have to dive into at a later point, but it's just interesting to always hear exactly what that will be worth. Again, we'll have to dive into it a little bit more to see what that's all about. Unlike other models that incorporate XRP's use as the store of value, the 99-year golden eagle model strictly focuses on XRP's role as a medium of exchange. The model assumes that XRP will exclusively have utility in transactions and will not serve as an asset for speculative investments for long-term storage. It builds on the quantity theory of money. Notably, with this, the model highlights XRP's fast and efficient transaction speed on the XRP ledger, processing around 15,000 transactions, 1,500 transactions per second. XRP supply probabilities. The model also features the probabilistic. Am I saying that right? Scenario calculation weighing potential outcomes based on various circulating supply levels. The scenarios cover possibilities such as the total supply of 100 billion, the liquid supply of 83 billion, and future liquid supply 36.9 billion XRP. It also considers the possibility of the removal of XRP supply for such purposes such as long-term holds or even burns. If you don't know, XRP does have a naturally deflationary model. It's just the fact that there's constant dilution that happens in it, so it takes away from that inflation or deflationary model, which I think they've burned off about 12 million coins. It's not a massive burn, but could be massive depending on the future use and the future implementation. The model also assumes that XRP will face competition from other networks, capturing only 45 or 54% of the market over a 100-year period. Its projections suggest that XRP's transactional value will rise gradually, with significant gains occurring in the later stages of adoption. By 2030, the model predicts XRP's utility-driven market share will handle $28.5 trillion in global trade annually, with the value exchange via transaction on the ledger expected to reach $83 quadrillion. It sounds like all these numbers just sound massive, right? Because you don't hear these a lot. It assumes a circulating supply of 85 billion XRP and a steady transaction velocity of 1.18 based on XRP's ability to process multiple transactions. As a result, the projected value for XRP by 2121 stands at 13,386. Now, that is a long time away, right? I can tell you I won't be alive at that point. I don't think so, right? I'm pretty much thinking that I'm gonna live until like 65, maybe 70. I don't know. But that's not long enough, I'll tell you that. So with that being said, it can pass on some of that value that will be stored, because whatever does happen within that process in the next 5 to 10 years, I will take profit here and there, but I will also have some left in my ledger wallet for a very, very long time, as long as it could possibly be, and honestly forget about it. I haven't forgotten about it yet because I continue to talk about it on YouTube, but eventually I will forget about it and only worry about the amounts that I have in Coinbase and my wallets, and go from there. But let me know what you think about this. Does this make sense that XRP can hit 13,386, and to say that it could happen by 2121, does that really hold any value to you? Because essentially whoever's making these claims won't even be around at that time, right? And anybody that truly believes in these claims that 2121 is going to be that time, or by 2121, really, you're not going to live to see that play out, or play out that way. For people that are making shorter term predictions, they live to see what truly is going to happen, right? If they're making a 3-year prediction, you know if you're right or wrong. If we're talking about over 100 years or close to 100 years, you're not going to be around during that time. Maybe before it, right? And if something happens before it, then great, which I think that timeline is a little bit excessive. It's a lot, right? Anyways, I want to know what you guys think about this and where you believe that it's going. Do you think 13,386 is going to happen? Do you think it's going to happen before 2121? Do you think that we're going to see a price of $10, $20, $30, $100? Let me know your opinion in the comment section below. But I thought this was interesting to hear. I thought this was interesting to read, and just break down everything that they do have there. I would like to go a little bit more in depth in that model, but doesn't really matter to me to say, oh, this value is going to be at this for, almost 100 years later, because the 99-year golden eagle XRP 2030 valuation says right here that we're going to see 13,386. So I'm not 100% understanding where that will be, because obviously you see here they're breaking it down over that time, but this says 2030 valuation. So it should be valued at that, or it's going to be valued at that in 2021. I'm not fully understanding. So anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out the link for Margex, for Patreon, for Twitter, for Trade Assist. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.